Imagine this. A man illegally deported, tortured abroad, brought back to face US charges, and now facing deportation to a country he's never even visited. Uganda? Really? That's where the US wants to send him? Stick around, because this story is wild and it's about to blow your mind. Hey everyone, welcome back to Libo News, your go-to for stories that cut through the noise, challenge what you think, and keep it real. We dive deep, but fair. Today, the insane case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Maryland dad of 3 trapped in immigration chaos. This isn't just one guy's nightmare. It's a mirror to America's broken system. Let's unpack it fast. You won't want to miss the twist at the end. First, the raw facts. Back in March, Garcia gets deported to El Salvador, straight up ignoring a court order that said no. He ends up in a massive prison there. Torture? Yeah, he says it happened. Then, boom. In June, he's yanked back to the US to face federal smuggling charges in Tennessee. Fast forward. He skips a plea deal, checks in with ICE in Baltimore, and they lock him up. Next stop? Possible deportation to Uganda. This week. Uganda, a place with zero connection to him. How does that even happen? Now, the drama ramps up. Picture this. Garcia shows up at ICE with family, advocates, and a rally crowd. He drops this gut punch message. No matter what happens today, promise you'll keep praying, fighting, resisting, and loving. Not just for me, but for everyone. Minutes later, cuffed and gone. His lawyers scramble, filing for release to fight the deportation. Why the heat? They say it's payback for challenging the system and going to trial. Prosecutors dangled a plea. Guilty? Head to Costa Rica, where they've got your back with legal status. He says no thanks, wants his day in court. Result? Uganda threat. He fears persecution there based on race, politics, you name it. And get this, he worries Uganda might ship him right back to El Salvador's hell. I fear torture, he tells officials. Human rights reports back it up. Uganda's got tensions, El Salvador's prisons are nightmares. Advocates call him a symbol of resistance. One organizer blasts. They're crushing one dad to scare everyone else. His attorney? This is pure punishment. Even a Maryland senator jumps in on X. Deny his rights, and yours are next. Emotional? Absolutely. But is it fair? Let's break it down from both sides. On one hand, enforcement folks say they're just doing their job. Securing borders, handling criminal charges, smuggling allegations. Serious stuff, they argue. Rule of law matters. On the other, supporters scream foul. Illegal deportation violates court orders. Tying pleas to deportation spots feels like leverage. And Uganda? Come on. That screams inconsistency. Is this justice or revenge? You decide. Zoom out. This is bigger than one man. It's about America's immigration mess. Billions spent, thousands affected, endless debates. Strict rules for security? Sure. But what about due process, humanity, and family? Garcia clings to memories of park days and trampoline laughs with his kids. In a country that preaches liberty, does this system deliver? Or is it time for reform? Consistent, compassionate fixes. Stories like this spark change. Reach out to your reps, support groups like CASA. At Libo News, we keep it balanced because truth has sides. What do you think? What one reform could fix this? Drop it in the comments, like, subscribe for more mind benders, and share if this hooked you. See you next time. Peace.